we are going over the normal distribution, and then I'll just let you guys decide which problems you want to go over and review, and then we can go over the quiz.
I thought this section was a lot harder than the last one.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I opened it up and I was just like, where did this come from exactly?
Granted, the last one couldn't have possibly been any easier.
Yeah.
So have you guys been using the normal probability applet?
I played around with it a little bit, but I wasn't quite sure I understood what was going on.
Yeah, because when I plug in my z-scores into that applet, I get a different number than what the guy is getting on the video. I don't know. So I'll have to look into that later. So do you want to review any of these questions, or should we just go through the quiz?
I think I'm okay with just popping into the quiz. What does everybody else think?
I think I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. I have some questions, but yeah, let's go over it.
Okay, so we'll start with question 3.
Okay. So the total area under a normal distribution curve must equal
1.
It should be 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Under certain circumstances, a normal distribution curve can drop below the x-axis.
False.
I'm pretty sure that's false.
A normal distribution curve is symmetric. True.
I'd say that's true.
Use the following image to answer the next 2 questions.
Yep.
Which of the following elements of the figure represents the z-score?
That would be C, right?
C.
Is my audio like throwing anyone off? Because I'm using my webcam now instead of my headset, and in the past I've had people tell me that it's pretty bad.
Nope, it's fine.
No, what you're doing now is a lot better than before. Like last time, I couldn't tell if you were intentionally masking your voice or what the deal was.
I just have a really garbage headset, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to be super secretive.
I figured, you know, never show your face, garble your voice, say you want to work for the FBI. I see how it is.
Well, that's good. Glad it's not giving anyone problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did we decide on for 6?
Question. Oh,
I think it's C, but
C,
okay.
the z-score. And then 7, which of the following elements of the figure represents the probability that the z-score will be greater than 1? And that is B, because it's the area greater than the z-score.
Right.
Okay.
And then question 8, according to the 68, 95, 99.7 rule, what percentage of the data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within 1 standard deviation of the mean? Write your answer as a
68.
percentage. That's 42 rather than a proportion. Okay. So it would be 68%.
Now for that, did you write 68 or 68% with
just 68?
Just
no
68.
zeros.
No percent.
Okay.
Just 6 and 8.
Okay.
Okay, question 9. Suppose that the z-scores come from the standard normal distribution. Use the normal probability applet to answer this question. What proportion of the z-scores will be between -1 and 1? Isn't that 95%?
I got 0.683% or 0.683.
Yeah, it should be the 683. Because if you go to the app and then you click on the left side so that the only area you've got is between -1 and 1, it comes out to 0.6827.
Mhm.
Okay, am I going to the wrong applet? Because I go to the main page and the course resources. Is that where you go, or did you just click in the quiz?
Here, let me send you the link I've got.
On
It should
that
be
same
popped up.
question, if you have that link, you can just click on it and it'll pull up the applet.
Yeah, it's in the quiz, so let me try this again, because when I go to the course resources, it gives me a different number. So you guys got 0.3173.
0.6827.
So what am I doing wrong here, and why am I getting a different number?
Here, I'll screen share and show you. Okay. So it should be showing my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've got is the z-score between -1 and 1. So we just set that there. And then this area is the only thing that's highlighted.
Yes.
So if I add that, then it goes up to 0.8413 or 0.81413, but this is just 0.6827.
The
Okay.
default, it has the side ones highlighted, but not the middle. It might be that you have the side ones highlighted and the middle part was white instead.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's where it's
That's
coming out.
what it is. Okay, highlight. Okay, 0.6827. Okay, thanks, Mitch. Yep, we're good now.
So this is the exact same question, but instead of -1 and 1, it's just -2 and 2. So it'd be 0.9545. Well, 0.9545.
Yeah, so 0.955 because it wants us to round to 3 decimal places.
Good catch. I didn't even see that.
Oh, you're good.
I didn't do that on 9. Same question for 11, but this time it's 3.
Okay, 3.
I can deal with
0.997.
this kind of question.
0.997. Question 12. Look carefully at your answers to the last 3 questions. What do you observe? The values match 68, 95, 99.7 rule.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Because it's 68, 95, and 99.7.
Okay, question 13. Use the following information to answer the next 6 questions. The amount of protein that an individual must consume is different for every person. There are solid theoretical ideas that suggest that the protein requirement will be normally distributed in the population of the United States. The protein requirement is given in terms of the number of grams of good quality protein that must be consumed each day per kilogram body of weight. The population mean protein requirement for adults is 0.65 grams times the kilogram times D.
Uh-oh.
So,
And then the population standard deviation is 0.07 grams of protein times the kilograms times D. What was D again? What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.60 grams of protein times the kilograms in weight times D?
That's a good question.
So do we have to calculate the z-score? Isn't this getting the z-score?
I think so.
Should we try it?
I'm down. I'm just looking through the.
The z-score will be negative, so it'll be 0.60 minus 0.65 divided by 0.07.
Yeah.
Okay, I can click 0.60 minus 0.65. So negative 0.714 would be the z-score. So do we put that into the probability output thing?
How did you get that again?
I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know what to do.
What proportion of the population?
I'm gonna guess maybe 0.238 if it wants a decimal. Because following what Mitch was saying, which, I mean, I have no idea. So he sounds like he knows what's going on.
I think that we're on the same train of thought. I think that 0.238 would be an educated guess, but like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, worst case scenario, I'll go ahead and submit mine first, and we can find
Well, we
out.
get 2 tries anyway. It's no big deal.
Yeah. But if we go ahead and do what Mitch was saying and take the 0.60 minus the 0.65, that gives us 0.05. And then if we divide that by the 0.07, then that gives us negative 0.7143.
Yes.
And so I went ahead and plugged that in as the z-score, the 0.714, and it gave me the area. We're looking for, which one were we looking for again? Requires less than the 60 grams.
Since it's symmetrical, it's the same for both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you get the area as 0.525?
I got the area as 0.2376.
Yeah. So I just clicked on the left side, and you can do the right side
Oh,
too,
the
or
light
whatever.
side. You don't have the middle.
Yeah.
Right, we want to find how many have it less than 60.
Okay. 0.23. Okay. 0.23.
Yeah.
So it would be 0.238.
Yep.
So would you convert that to?
It would be 0.238
Yeah.
percent, because
0.238.
that's how many, that's like the percent of the population that takes less than 60 kilograms of protein
Yeah.
a day.
So if we were to convert it to an actual percentage, it would be like 23.8%.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a proportion.
Yeah. So
What's-
it's between 0 and 1.
So question 14, what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is more than?
If I'm not mistaken, this will be the exact same answer.
Yeah. That is less than the 0.70. So that should be the middle and one side, right?
Yeah, shouldn't
For
that
0.7, we would need to recalculate the z-score.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
So 0.7 minus 0.65. I think we're doing something wrong because it's going to come out to the same thing, only positive.
wait, what's 14? Ben, were you looking at 14?
We made a mistake. Okay, so for 13, just follow me for a second. 13 is the percentage of people with less than 60 is 23, right? So
Yep.
the percentage of people more than 60 should be 1 minus 0.238. because it's everyone else. Like it's the rest of the population.
Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right.
That-
So if you just use the probability applet, you could just click the middle and the other side, and that will give you 0.762,
Yep.
which is the 1 minus the 0.238.
Yeah,
Then
that
for
should be correct.
0.7, it's going to be the same z-score. So it'll be the same as in the first 13 and 14 will correlate the same to 15 and 16. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
actually, 16 is a different question. It's just 15.
So, following the same logic for 15, we should do 0.7
Yes.
minus 0.65, and then divide that, and it's going to be the exact same thing.
Yes. If we're right, I'm not sure we're doing this the right way, but
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
Okay, this is so I got 0.7143 for the z-score.
that sounds right. So you just put that into the z-score on the applet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be third question. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.70? So wouldn't this be the 73%?
The 76.2%, but for a proportion, you put 0.
Yeah, 76. 76. Okay.
Anyone have any questions or thoughts before we move on? Oh, no, I'm sorry, not looking at my webcam. My fingers like covering the whole thing.
So I do have a question. So 15 is going to be 0.238 again?
No.
Yes, but make sure you put a 0. 0.238 for 13, and then 14 and 15 would be 0.762.
So 15, you put 0.238.
No, for 15, I put 0.762.
Okay, that's what I put.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jeez, Mitch, what's your problem?
I'll-
15. Find the probability that a randomly selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.60 and 0.70 grams of protein. Remember that to find the area between two values, shade the left of each z-score and calculate and then subtract the smaller area from the larger area. Make sure your answer is positive. This is the probability that a randomly selected observation will lie between the two values. Okay. You guys know how to do this one?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking through it right now.
I'm just gonna read it one more time.
A selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.6 and 0.7. Oh, so do we just calculate the z-score for 0.6 and 0.7?
Oh,
And then,
we just did that.
I think what we do is we take 0.762 and subtract 0.238 from that.
okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. So 0.762 minus 0.238 is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that gives us a 0.524.
Yeah, so this, if you just have so isn't this just the shaded region between those two z-scores? So if you click on the probability applet, it would be 0.524 or
Yeah,
525.
525.
Although, according to the applet, it'd be 525, but when I calculated it by hand, it was 0.524.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
sure. But
I think we dropped some decimal places when we were rounding stuff before.
yeah,
So I'm gonna go with the applet and say
Yeah.
525.
good call.
Okay.
This is kind of rough because if we get any of them wrong, then everything after that's going to be wrong too.
Yep. And remember, if we get it wrong, it was Mitch's idea.
Yep.
Well,
That was-
we can just have one submit it and then.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
submit it.
Okay.
So, okay. So for 16, I do have a question. You kind of lost me. How did we
Yes.
get that?
So we're trying to find the probability between 0.6 and 0.7. So we took the probabilities from finding the average of more than 0.6 and less than 0.7. And we took the average of less than 0.7 and subtracted the average of less than 0.6 so that only the
You mean more
probability
than
of
0.6?
between them was left.
Got it. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not good at wording things, I guess.
You can use the English. You're good.
Okay, the 35th percentile for adults. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tried this. So I went to the normal probability applet and typed in 0.35 in the area to get the z-score.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Is that how we're supposed to calculate that?
Sure.
I don't know because that'll just give us the z-scores. I'm not sure what we can really do with that.
Wasn't that going to tell us the 35th percentile?
I don't know how to calculate that from just the z-score.
Yeah, converting that might be a little difficult.
I think what we can do, I think that we need to calculate the z-scores for these percentiles, but I'm not sure that would give us the right answer.
Here, I have an idea. Okay, Google.
Suggestions.
How do I calculate percentiles from a z-score?
According to reference.com, z-score for a number above the percentile. Use the standard normal table to find the area beyond C and subtract this area from
Sure, reference.com sounds good. Okay. Consult a z-score chart. I don't even know what that is. Okay, maybe that's less than helpful. I don't know. If you guys have other ideas, you can talk it out. I'm just Googling to see what I can find.
Yeah, I'm looking in the chapter we're reading.
Statisticshowto.com. That sounds more promising.
Yes.
Use a calculator like the one below. Okay. So,
It's not easy, I can tell you that right now.
yeah. And we want the 35th percentile, right?
Yeah, we want the 35th.
Okay, so it gives me a z-score of
I well, I went ahead and submitted the quiz on, just kind of guessed on 17 and 18. That's wrong. Didn't work, but just a little note there on question 6, we went ahead and chose B, and that's actually wrong.
Oh, I thought we chose
really?
C.
6 is C.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm wrong then. Never mind on that.
No, you're good. How was the rest of it?
It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Except for, yeah, that one that I missed, and then the last two.
Gotta work out the team.
So what did you put in for 16 and 17, Sam?
For 16 and 17,
Yeah.
for 16 was 0.525, and that was right. Or do you mean for 17 and 18?
Oh, 17 and 18.
I did what you said about the
B score?
Yeah, on the applet. That's wrong.
Okay.
What'd you put for 17?
0.5. I'm sorry, 0.454.
Okay, so that's wrong then.
That's not correct.
Okay.
That chart didn't help either. This is awesome.
Where is my book?
Okay, you know what? Maybe he covered it in that video. Give me just a second.
What's the standard deviation? 0.07.
Okay. Let me try this. So here's Leslie's score. So Leslie's.
I think it's going to come out to 0.682 for the 35th percentile. Go ahead and use the same formula for the question 18 and submit it and see if that's right. And then if it is right, I'll explain how I got that.
Okay. I mean, you could be right. I just think that's weird because wasn't the mean like 65?
Yeah, the mean 65.
So that would put a lot of weight on the right portion of it.
Yes. Maybe I made a mistake. Hold on.
No, you're good.
Oh, it's because the z-score would be negative. Because 35 is on the left side. Okay.
So what did you put? What did you put for?
Well, it's wrong because I had the z-score as a positive, but it should have been negative.
Was it? What was your answer?
I had something wrong. I need to recalculate it.
Okay, so Ben, I'm gonna ask you this question because I did the 35th percentile, or Mitch. If you guys look at the page 14 in our book, it gives you how to calculate the.
I think that's what I'm looking at too.
So you have to find So
Is that
what
where
was-
it has the formula where it's z equals x minus the mean divided by the standard deviation?
yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of just, to find the percentile, it looks like you just reverse engineer the formula and you leave the x blank.
Yes. So I got for the 35th percentile, so we're trying to find a value for that population. So I got 0.682.
That's
For
where
30.
actually I think you had the standard deviation as a, or I'm sorry, the z-score as a positive number, but the z-score needs to be a negative number because it's the 35th and not the 65th.
So
If that makes sense.
if it's negative,
But
then
we did the same thing.
Okay. What section was this in? I'm trying to find the formula you guys are looking at.
page 14.
If you're using iLearn in the lesson 5 individual preparation, it has a link to the textbook that you can just click on. It has a link to chapter 5. And it's like
Yeah,
after
so I'm looking at chapter 5 right now.
I just control F percentile and then I found it.
Okay.
But it's like it's got a picture of the normal probability applet and it has like
Yeah,
formulas.
normal probability computations.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try the negative z-score.
Okay, me
Okay.
too.
Try this again. So would the 80th be negative as well?
With the what?
The 80th percentile be negative as
The
well?
80th would be positive because it's higher than the average. So if it's above 50%, it's positive, and it's below 50%, it's negative.
Okay.
Okay, this time I got 0.618
Yep, that's what I got.
for the
Okay.
35th percentile. And let's do it again for the 80th.
Okay, on the 80th, I got 0.740.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm sure really quick. Times 0.07.
You round up. I got
Yep, I got
0.7397.
the same thing. 0.3.
Those are
0.7397.
both incorrect.
They're what?
They're both incorrect.
Really?
618.
Yep. 618. I got 0 out of 1 point.
All right, that's not good.
Yeah.
Really? I'm not
Yep.
sure how you do it then.
Hey, Evan, do you have any ideas?
Yeah, unfortunately not. I think I did exactly what you guys just did, but just a little behind, and I got the same answer. But did you just say it's wrong? Did you just submit it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I submitted it.
Shoot. I'm trying to like read it on it and stuff, like how to find the percentile, and I'm not getting much.
Yeah, you're good. Let me think.
Hold on, let me read page 13 here.
Well, that's frustrating.
So the formula that you guys are using, that's the one that comes right after the z equals 1.282 is the z-score that corresponds with the 90th percentile.
Yes. Yep.
That's like the z equals x over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess
Or
that's
X minus
not right.
u
Or
over something. Okay. The ability to use the normal probability applet to find probability is very important in this course. I'm sure it is. but I have no idea what's going on. Okay.
Okay. Until only the areas left of the positive z-score.
Z-score per data value tells you how many standard deviations away from the observation line. Above the mean.
If you look at 15, it kind of makes sense that that'd be wrong because the 76th percentile. Oh wait, no, that means it should be close. The 76th percentile is 0.7, right? So the 80th percentile should just be a little higher than that. So 0.740 should be really close.
Find this.
Okay. So we've got a Z of, and you guys were using the Z-score of negative 0.385, right?
No, we didn't use that.
One.
That's what I'm looking at right now, Ben.
Okay.
Negative 0.385 for 35%.
Yeah. So and I'm sure this is what Marie did too, but I took her earlier idea and just popped the 0.35 into the area.
Mhm.
Um,
That's how we found the z-scores for the formula we were using.
okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that somewhere we rounded and that made the answer slightly wrong. Like instead of 0.740, it should be 0.739 or something. Or maybe when whoever made this quiz was doing it, they rounded. Because like that's very, very close to what it should be. Hold on.
Maybe we should try entering what you just said and just somebody else have it submitted. See if that's, they just rounding up, rounding down.
I'll
Maybe
put 0.739.
You know what? I have an idea.
I haven't submitted my first attempt yet, so I can submit the next.
Okay.
Same.
Give me just a minute. I'm going to go watch someone else's YouTube video and see how they ended up doing it.
Okay. Did you get any feedback on that quiz? Like why it's wrong or what we should have been doing?
No, they never give you feedback.
Yeah.
No, it just says you're wrong. That's it.
Didn't hit. All right. I'm going to try this again.
Go watch someone else's. That's a good idea.
What?
Not theirs. She seems angry.
Okay, Ben, do you want me to try my theory and then we'll have Evan do the last one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what I did was I took the z-score of negative 0.385 and then found the value based on that, what you were talking about earlier. And then for the 80th percentile, I highlighted the middle section and then the right-hand section to get the 80th percentile and then calculated that. So I'm going to try it and we'll see if it's correct.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it is correct. So
That's right.
So question 17 is 0.623.
Really?
And then the question 18 is 0.710.
Oh, you were pretty up on that one.
So I'm going to explain this so that if someone else needs to watch our YouTube video, how to figure this out.
Well, I think we're the last group, but
That's all right. But they can, that's all right. So we'll go over it anyway because it's good for us to know.
What did we do wrong?
no, that's totally fine.
So for the 35th percentile, you go to the normal probability applet, and then in the top you type in 0.350. But you got to highlight the sides, the left-hand side that will just give you 35%. So it would be just everything left of the, because that's all that you're looking at is 35%.
Oh,
So the area is
yeah.
dependent upon which part you're highlighting, and we were highlighting the wrong part.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. So then,
Unfortunate.
I had wondered that, but I wasn't 100% sure what was going on.
Unlucky.
oh, Ben, you got it. I started on this when you were doing it. So anyway, then you plug it in. So you get your z-score of negative 0.385.
Okay.
And then set up your equation, which equals x minus 0.65 over 0.70, which is your standard deviation. And then you solve for x. So your answer is going to be 0.623. And then for the 85th percentile, you're going to go back to your probability applet, and then you're going to highlight the center and then the right-hand side, and you're going to type in 0.850 in the area. So then you're going to get your z-score. Was it 80%? I think
Yeah.
it's 80%. Sorry.
No,
So
you're
you
good.
0.80.
But it comes out to 0.710, right?
Yep. So then your z-score is 0.842, and then you set it up in the equation, and then your variable is going to be 0.710 for your answer.
Well, I'm glad we figured out what we were doing wrong.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Good job. Hey, I think we're done. Good luck studying
that's
for
it.
the homework quiz.
On those homework quizzes, make sure
Hey,
you get
quick question.
correctly.
I just submitted mine, and I think I may have entered 10 and 13 in wrong.
Let me pull mine back up and I can tell you what the answer is.
10, I've got them right here. So 10 is going to be 0.955.
I think I put 0.955.
Yeah.
Yep, you got to put the 0 in before.
That's so dumb.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think the same thing for 13. It's
238.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Sweet.
Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess any of the numbers up that time. That was fine.
All right.
Dang it, I did.
No.
Oops. Yeah, I did. Oh well, I can live
Uh-oh,
with
Ben.
Wait, what did you
Whatever.
do?
I was looking at my answers and moving them across, and I got mixed up, and I put. It looks like I put 16 in question 15 slot and 17 in question 16 slot.
No.
So
Oh no.
whatever. I will survive.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night.
yeah, you guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.